Thousands of commuters have been left stranded in Cape Town this morning as most taxi operators have gone on strike. They've also shut down major routes heading into the city centre. Some 2,000 taxi drivers are marching to the Western Cape Premier's office over impounded taxis and other grievances. Our reporter Nobesutu Hejane is covering the story for us. Nobesutu, where are you exactly and what reports are you getting of any kind of threats to commuters, because we're getting mixed reports here in the studio?
Well, Annika, we're here by District 6 where a number of taxis have convened here. This is where they'll be meeting to prepare for their march to the office of the Premier. But I'm joined by two of the Taxi Association spokesperson, eNCA and Mandla Hermanas. Mr. Enge, obviously there's been some reports of people being intimidated on the roads, and we've seen a number of taxis along the N2 and the My City bus being stoned. You're calling for a peaceful march, but what is your reaction to what we've been seeing on the roads?
Unfortunately, I didn't observe that happening, and we are here now, so we don't know what is happening there. And we must remember that sometimes when you call for a march, there's a third force, you know, that enters. So we are not involved in that.
And Budmanza, some of the calls that you've outlined earlier include impounding. And can you just maybe give us more information as to the other issues that the taxi industry is facing?
The burning issue, obviously, is the impounding. But other than the impounding, the other challenge is that when you go and release your vehicle that has been impounded, then you are faced with another hurdle where you are asked to first clear all your outstanding warrants, which we believe is not the reason for which the impoundment is there in the first place. So our stand is that there should be no requirement for you to first pay your traffic fines when you go and release your van. It should be enough that you have paid your impoundment fee as the law prescribed, then you should be able to be handed your vehicle back.
Mr. Enge, from your side, from the commuters who are now stranded, do they know how long this march is going to take? I'm just asking, how long is this march going to take? Because there are people who are currently stranded and there are people who managed to make their way to work, but they're not sure how they're going to get home.
What happens is that we have arranged to hand over the memoranda to the Premier at 11:30. So as soon as we are done, we will go back home.
And in terms of like the safety of the people who are currently on the road, how safe are they on the roads with what is happening here?
We have asked our working committees to be on the lookout, also with the assistance of law enforcement officials, to ensure that there are no disruptions. But we urge again all our members to stay within the confines of the law. But we are all here now with our working committee monitoring whatever is happening here. But we don't know, as we are sitting here, what is happening in the townships. But we urge those who have not been able to come to the march to be on the lookout so that there are no people who are taking opportunity of the strike to do their own things in the townships. And we are also asking law enforcement to also assist us in that.
Any sympathies to the commuters who are now left stranded?
We sympathize with the problem and the position that our commuters find themselves in, but we share the same frustrations with them. We are also frustrated with the government bureaucracy, especially when it comes to the issuing of operating licenses. And what happens when we do operate, the same commuters, when we get impounded, the same commuters are left stranded on the roads with no transport to take them to work. And that has got a serious economic impact on their livelihoods, because some of them, these are the poorest of the poor, who always face being suspended and even being fired for late coming. So we absolutely understand and share their frustrations, and we are doing everything in our power to ensure that we cause as minimum disruption as possible. That is why other associations who are not affiliated to CATA and CODETA have been allowed to operate, as well as bus services, as well as scholar transport.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Well, eNCA, although both associations are saying that they are not involved in all those violence that we've been seeing along the N2, we did hear from Golden Arrow confirming that 3 of their buses were set alight this morning in Nyanga and Nkombos and Kraaifontein.
So, Nobusutu, they're saying that they're not affiliated, the violence isn't affiliated to anyone working with CATA or CODETA. Any idea of how long this is going to go on for? Because people are really afraid and quite desperate too.
So as soon as they are done handing over their memorandum to the Office of the Premier, CATA did confirm that they will be going back to their stations or ranks where they will resume operations to ensure that people are receiving those services.
All right, thanks so much. We'll keep in touch with you throughout the day because people really are battling to get to work and also very scared to go to the taxi ranks at the moment.